Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Fox, a Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. It is Tuesday, the 24th of October, 2023. I hope you're all doing well and safe, wherever you may be around the world. WestJet, hello, my friend. Welcome on in. And DreamNid, hello. Hope you were doing well. I need to apologize first and foremost. For some reason, I can't seem to monitor the chat on my mobile device, and that's how I normally am able to do so when we're flying in the cockpit. It just seems stuck on this. It says you cannot share in your own channel, and it seems like a window that's placed over top of my chat window, and for some reason it just won't disappear. So I'll do my best when we're flying, but Eagle Spy, been having the same issue with Twitch Mobile lately. Okay. Well, then maybe it's not an isolated incident on my part as opposed to possibly a bug with a recent app update and or iOS update. Thank you for pointing that out. So I'll do the best that I can with keeping up with the chat, but when we're in the cockpit, unfortunately, it might be relatively difficult, and again, I do apologize. But again, we're going to be going for the Wings IFR-20 rating anyway. WestJet saw, okay, so Twitch staff is aware and trying to fix it. Okay, then I'm not going to waste any time trying to fix something that they're already knowing about and trying to fix. So let's not waste any time about that. Again, I apologize for the possible lack of interaction. I've really just got no other way to monitor the Twitch chat. I've got my iPad, but either way, it's still a mobile app, I think. So, but we're on a rating flight. Let's go ahead and quickly take a look at, make sure the app is updated though. That's a good point. Let's go ahead and do that right now while I'm sitting here in the FBL. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Boston Virtual Wings IFR-20 rating on their website. Let me go ahead and pull that up here real quick, and then I'm going to share my display with you. And we're looking for Wings IFR-20. Okay, so let's bring this up real quick. It might look a little funny until I get things switched over. But hopefully everything, you should be able to see my display. And bear with me while I check to make sure that my Twitch mobile app is in fact updated here. Okay, Twitch live game streaming. Okay, there's an update available, so let's go ahead and update that now and talk about Wings IFR-20. For this rating, we are in fact departing from Lebanon and flying to Sierra Lima Kilo. I'll preface by saying we're going to be hopefully flying if we do have the overlying ATC coverage available from the Boston Virtual ARTCC. If not, we're going to have to try this rating another time. They all volunteer to do this, and I appreciate what they do. And unfortunately, with building the new hangar for Felicity right now in my available time, that also cuts in with streaming availability as well. So I do kind of appreciate everyone hanging out as we kind of navigate through this here. Okay, Twitch is updated and it still says I cannot share on my own channel. Alright. IFR-20 takes us from Lebanon. Alright, let's just talk about the quick summary. You'll contend with the challenge of obstacles and terrain, but armed as you are with your knowledge of obstacle departure procedures and RNAV approaches, you'll be ready to tackle this one without too much trouble. Well, too much trouble is more trouble than I want anyway. Serving as a review of some of the previous materials we've covered, and a reminder of the advantages RNAV has to offer. Enjoy the views while you fly Wings IFR-20. Takes us from Lebanon to... I always pronounce this wrong. Adirondack Regional Airport. Near the Adirondack Mountains, which peak as high as 5,700 feet near Lake Placid. Check out the low IFR chart for the region. If you wanted to navigate between airports using only conventional navigation, you would be adding significant distance to your flight. That is correct. Fortunately, RNAV allows us to fly direct, but we need to ensure we can do so safely. So it kind of looks like we're on our own to plan a safe IFR route from Lebanon to Sierra Lima Kilo. Test standards, we're going to file an IFR flight plan terminating in an initial approach fix to an RNAV approach at SLK. Files and flies at a cruising altitude correct for direction of flight and a safe altitude considering terrain. Departs Lebanon VFR IFR in accordance with the obstacle departure procedure. Executes the approach and cancels IFR. So we're going on an IFR flight. Let's go ahead and hop back over here into the hangar and do some quick planning here. Reddit says there's Twitch staff saying they had an error merging the code on Monday, so they're trying for a hotfix today. Dang. Well, c'est la vie, I suppose. I can still see the chat here, sitting here in the FBO through OBS. And all of my chat bots seem to be working. I'm wondering if there's just a mobile chat bot. That would be kind of interesting. Okay. Lebanon to... Could probably do it via the web. Maybe. Problem is, I wonder if web is going to keep forcing me over to the mobile app. Let's see what happens here. Welcome to the chat room. Huh, interesting. Open the app to chat. I don't want to open the app. Oh well, I tried. If you use request desktop site option in your mobile app, Alright, we'll maybe try and figure this out once we get airborne and possibly engage autopilot. Um, let's take a look at the low IFR chart here. Let's try and plan a route ourselves, and then possibly check the for-flight route advisor and see what it might have to say would be a good and valid route from Lebanon here up to Saranac Lake, Adirondack Regional, which has a field elevation of 1,663 feet. But if we take a look at all of the elevation figures in the area, we're at 7,600-ish, 6,700, 6,200 on departure, 7,100. We definitely don't have any sort of direct Victor route. Got a while here to take Cape Air from Saranac Lake to Boston next spring, but we'll probably just drive instead. I think it would be a fun flight. It doesn't specify a see. The rating doesn't specify a runway I need to use. So let's take a look at what approaches are available, and then we'll make a determination as to what fix our flight plan's going to terminate at. If we go here to is it Adirondack? Adirondack. Procedure, approach, what do we have? We have RNAV GPS 050923 or ILS or localizer 23. From what I can tell, they're expecting an RNAV approach. Let's take a look at the weather. Currently, winds are 240 at 3. So I would expect maybe RNAV runway 23 for my approach at Adirondack. And we'll take a quick look at this approach plate here. In fact, I'm going to send this over to my map, so that kind of gives me a better idea as to where I'm coming from in relationship to initial approach fix, which in this case looks like John. So we could possibly, okay, let's just rubber band some things here. We want to go to Joan, and then that doesn't look good, that doesn't look good. We can either take this Tango route, might be a little bit high for, but we do have this VOR. Well, that might work. This Tango route 393 up to the VOR, and then continuing along the 393 up to Burlington VOR, and then outbound on the 301 radial. I think we can work with that. Let's take a look at weather at Lebanon. What sort of runway can we expect for departure? Winds are calm. Airport is controlled until 10 o'clock. So I would expect, I don't know what runway to expect. But this could work. And that was the Burlington. And then so that's essentially what I came up with. Because again, the rating wants us to terminate our flight plan at initial approach fix appropriate for the runway in use, and I'm gonna expect runway 24, 23, based on the winds of 24, 25 ish. Wintech, hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We're sitting here going over pre-flight for Wings IFR-20 through Boston Virtual, if ATC is able to accommodate us. So this is kind of the route that I come up with for our flight. Let's take a quick look at what for flight route advisor might give us here. Piston was cleared. So that's kind of up, over, and down. Piston. Where's this Kimmy fix at? K-I-M-I-E. Okay, MPV and BTV. So those look good. Where's Kimmy at? K-I-M-I-E. Okay, well, that could work, I guess. We could do it like that. Guess I didn't see that fix initially there. We got 116 nautical miles. About an hour and 20-minute flight. Thanks, Wintech. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's go ahead and pack for this. Let's before we do that, let's double check our altitude that we want to fly. We're heading sort of west-ish. So what do we want to say? 8,000? Let's go for 8. There's that headwind. Fighting a headwind again. I fought a headwind on Saturday. I'm fighting another headwind. Let's go ahead and pack for this. And then we will do a quick briefing discussing weather and terrain. Okay, call sign, tail number is correct. Send this over to a flight. There we are. Briefing. And it's going to queue all of the legal FAA resources and provide us with this 10-page weather briefing here. I'm gonna skip over this here. Surface analysis chart. We are kind of up in this way. I don't see much going on. Some high pressure in the area. Let's move along to our METARs. And looks like we're going to be mostly VFR throughout the duration of our flight. There's one area looks like it might be marginal when we're flying through it. But I don't recognize that identifier, so I'm not sure how far or close it is along our route per se, but everything else looks green. I don't see any sort of broken and or low overcast layer. I see one at 8,000 there. Okay, there's a broken at 6,000, broken at 6. Okay. Well, we are going to be IFR, but we're also running the possibility of running into some cloud layers as well, from what I can tell. Pyreps, we're going to skip over that. We could talk all day about cloud coverage. Visibility, surface winds, and precipitation. Kind of like up in this area here. Terminal area forecast. This is stuff that could happen along our flight. Things that could happen, weather transitions that could change while we are flying. As we kind of move along, scroll through this list here, we can see how these times increase. So this kind of follows the route of our flight. Hey babe, how was the rest of work? Great, I'm glad you survived. Despite the fact that, you know, it could have been better.
True story.
Great. Glad we had that conversation. VFR. Wind chart. Yep, there it is again. So if we take a look at this wind chart here, kind of looks a little bit funny, but what we're looking at are these symbols, and if we look at these bars and lines, you know, a short bar here, you know, represents 5 knots, and a longer bar would represent 10 knots. So if we're looking at this wind speed, we're looking at 25 knots. And it actually originates at the top of the flag and it blows towards the big black dot, not the other way around. When you know, looking at this chart, the wind does not originate at the big black dot. It blows to it. Vertical cross-section chart is kind of what I wanted to see. Blue line is our flight path. Green is our terrain. You can see that we do have a significant amount of clearance above the terrain at 8,000 feet. Winds aloft. Let's see. 30, 29, 27, 37. Okay, so at 6,000 feet, winds aloft aren't going to be much better, so there's really no point in flying lower. So yeah, let's stick for 8 for now, see what happens. Yeah, if we need to go lower, we can. If we need to go higher, we will. Departure NOTAMs, a lot of rear world NOTAMs. I'm going to skip right over here, get back to the beginning. Okay, so I think it will be a go. Let's head to the plane. let's head to the plane. We'll get things fired up. Again, I might not be able to monitor the chat very well due to these technical issues with Twitch right now. Yeah, see, I don't want to. Even if I type something, it's not letting me send it because it's stuck on this cheer. So, that's annoying. Unfortunately, that's how I do most of my interacting and monitoring with you all. So, let's see, can I do it here? Okay. Mobile might work here. Okay, I just cannot, well, I wouldn't necessarily need to anyway. But it does look like I can at least monitor the chat via mobile Twitch website. I just can't type anything via the chat, but that's fine. So we will go this route. And if someone could do me a favor and just put something into the chat window, let's see if this will populate up here. And we will head to the plane. Alright, Eagle Spy says hi. Alright, I appreciate that. And that was almost a 0-second delay there, so good to know. M. Stein, P-Pain, hey, I appreciate it. M. Stein, I appreciate it as well. Thank you so much for helping me out with that. So let's head to the plane, get fired up, get our flight plan filed, get our clearance, and hopefully we get approval for this rating. I will see you over at the aircraft in just a moment. Alright, hello again everyone, and welcome aboard Felicity, November 8033 Fox. My name is Michael, I will be your pilot today. Asher, welcome aboard, hello, hope you're doing well. Want to apologize if for some reason it doesn't seem like I'm able to interact with the Twitch stream. It looks like we're doing okay here on mobile web, but I'm even doing some advertisements in my own mobile web stream, but I'm not going to take the time to try and figure out how to sign in on the mobile web version. I'm just hoping that the problem gets resolved relatively shortly. So I went ahead and filled up both wings prior to our flight today. So we're going to just go ahead and move right along to our walk around. So I'm just going to go ahead and get our master on, get our lights on, and get things down like our flappers here. Okay, and just kind of expedite and move along our walk around here. Baggage door is secure. Left rudder cable is tight. Elevator and rudder is free and correct. Our beacon and anti-collision light are working. Right rudder cable is tight. VAR antenna is in place. Our right flap is tight. Our aileron on the right feels good. We have a strobe on the right with a green. Right main looks good. Front main looks good. Our strut is good and high there. Exhaust is secure. Prop and spinner look good. Cylinder heads sound good. Don't hear any sign of cracked cylinders as I run my finger along the fins, listening for any pitch changes. And we'll check our static source as we're walking around to the left side of the plane. That is free and clear. Our pitot tube is warm to the touch, so our pitot heat is working. Let's get this load off of here. Move it right along and check our stall indicator as well as our taxi light and landing light. Both of those are working. We'll get those loads off and move right along to our left aileron. We'll check that. Piano hinges look good. Do have a strobe on the left and red on the left as well. So let's get our nav lights and strobe lights off. And since we did just go ahead and fill up, we'll go ahead and check our fuel caps, make sure they're installed and streamlined here in just a minute. But for now, let's check our left flap and make sure it is tight and secure. It is. And our left main looks good. Moving right along to our right fuel cap, and that is installed and streamlined, as well as our left. Oh. I do like to triple check these sometimes even, especially if someone else fuels the plane. Especially if I'm PIC and I'm flying the plane. Okay, walk around looks good. Pre-flight looks good. Let's go ahead and get our loads off now. What do I need to do here? Get started up. Okay, walk around was good. Went through all that. Exterior summary is complete. And we'll move right along to our interior
checklist. Your seatbelts, as we go over some safety information here, operate just like the seatbelts do in your automobile. The male portion, it will just slide into the female portion of the buckle. And when you hear the firm click, you know that the seatbelt is fully engaged. And then to release the seatbelt, you would just push down on the big orange button right in the middle of the buckle, and that'll release the seatbelt. A couple air vents in the upper right and upper left hand side of the plane. Feel free to rotate them up and or down, or push them in, slide them out. They work on a ram air system coming in from the outside, so you can't really shut them off per se. You can push them in and deflect that airflow. I do recommend you do not, however, have them pointed directly at your face. The air rushing past your intercom can't interfere with the audio of other people here. So please keep that in mind. Fire extinguisher is located directly behind us. This type BC extinguisher, able to handle anything we might encounter here on the aircraft if that unfortunate event were to occur. I would appreciate you point out any sort of airplanes that you might see while we are flying about in the sky. I do love hearing about other traffic up in the air. Do you have any questions about anything we've gone over thus far? Alright. We've got our tach time and our HOMS time. Let's check our circuit breakers. Make sure all of our circuit breakers are in. Okay. And that does complete our interior checklist. We will move right along to our startup checklist. And I will scoot my seat up just to make sure I can reach the flight controls properly here. Okay, that feels good. Avionics are off, autopilot's off, carpate's off, mixture is gonna go full rich. Throttle slight, let's go 3 on the primer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, primer is in and locked. Brakes are gonna go on. Clear prop. It looks clear left, clear right. Master's gonna go on. Beacon is already on from our pre-flight walk around inspection. And mags are gonna go to start, and immediately my memory items are oil pressure and RPM. I'm gonna be looking for both. Clear. Here we go. I do have RPM and I do have oil pressure. Let's go ahead and get our landing light on for safety so that we can be seen while we're here on the ground here. And that does complete our startup checklist. I am going to lean us out just a little bit while we're here on the ground. Okay, and we'll move right along to our pre-taxi checklist. In which case, I will get my seatbelt on here in just a moment, but that would be the first thing I would do before I taxi. But we'll do that here in just a minute. Flaps are gonna go up. I have to do some changes to my XP realistic settings, because now that I have my continuous flap switch the way it's set up in the real plane, I don't need to hear those flap detents like I'm hearing as a result of Reality XP realistic. Okay. Okay, flaps are up. Avionics gonna go on. And ATIS. Are we gonna have ATIS here? Let's go ahead and connect to the VATSIM network and give it a minute for some frequencies to populate to see if we even still have coverage. try and get this rating. Boston Center does look like they're online.
JetBlue 1118, clear direct Roebuck. Clear direct Roebuck, JetBlue 1118.
Okay. Oh. Doesn't look like we're gonna have an ATIS here at the airport, so let's go ahead and pull. Huh. Interesting. For the magic of simulation, I'm just gonna push this button here and pull the ATIS here. On the ground.
Kilo, Lima, Echo, Bravo, airport information, Echo, 0053, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility, 10, sky clear, temperature, 7, dew point, 6, altimeter, 3024, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo. Kilo, Lima, Echo, Bravo, airport information, Echo, 0053, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility, 10, sky clear, temperature, 7, dew point, 6, altimeter, 3024, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo. Kilo, Lima, Echo, Bravo, airport information, Echo. Kilo, Lima, Echo, Bravo, airport information, Foxtrot, 0.
M. Stein or DreamNid, would you do me a favor and delete that message, that most recent message for me? You should be able to do that. Okay, let's try and file a flight plan here. Let's go ahead and handwrite it down. Done with that paper. So we're going from Lebanon. Mike Papa Victor, Bravo Tango Victor,
02.
Kimmy,
Zero 50.
Alright, so let's remove this and remove that. Okay, now we have the approach in there via ForeFlight. And now let's file an IFR flight plan on the VATSIM network. November 8033 Foxtrot, IFR type 172, 172 lightweight category. We have golf on board because we are GPS. Departure is Lebanon. Off block time is 0150. Altitude 8,000. Airspeed 100 knots. Arrival. I'm not gonna fly on alternate today. En route time came up to about what? An hour and 30. Fuel endurance, we have 3 hours and 45 minutes. Route Mike Papa Victor Bravo Tango Victor.
330.
Yeah, that'll work. Great, Einstein. I won't disclose how long it took me to figure out how to enable you to be able to do that.
For sure, it's good to deal. Is that to join up on the localizer? 270, my just picked it up, alright.
It's weird, I'm on a frequency that's not showing up in my local frequency list. However, I'm hearing other traffic, so there must be a pilot within that virtual range of me, but I'm outside of the virtual range of whoever they're talking to. Alright, let's try it.
Carry 1838. United 1279, at the completion of this hold, we'll be okay to continue with the approach, thanks.
That is spelled correctly.
United 1278, okay, I do have one aircraft that's going to be overtaking you, so expect one more turn in the hold and then you'll go inbound from there. No problem, thanks, United 1279.
In the remarks section, I like to put my Twitch channel name, and then I'll put wings,
requesting a cruising altitude decrease by 2,000 feet.
IFR,
saying we can't make 28,000 at our current weight.
Which one to do 55, climb and maintain, final level 360.
Climb and maintain 360
you.
with 2355. Thank you.
Okay, that looks good. Route looks good. Alright, let's file our flight plan. Flight plan is filed.
1838, maintain 150 knots or less. 150 knots or less, carry 38.
Gosh, I wish I knew how to, if that's...
Bird 4384, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1000, Burlington altimeter 3019.
I'm just gonna call it Adirondack, because that's what it looks like to me.
4384.
It looks like Adirondack, that's how I'm gonna call it, Adirondack.
1838, contact tower 128.8, have a good night. 28.8, good night, carry 1838.
Sounds quiet. Sounds clear. I hate stepping on somebody. Are we ready to even talk to them yet? Did we complete our pre-taxi checklist?
JetBlue 1118, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3030.
3024.
Okay, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, expect 22 left, and 3030 for altimeter, JetBlue 11.
3024 puts field elevation, what is this, right around 560 feet or so, 603. I'm just gonna set it to field elevation because then I know it'll be alright. Altimeter set, transponder, let's get that on. Altimeter mode for now. ADS-B is tied into our nav lights, let's get those on. Let's go and get our taxi light on. Let's check our heading indicator, the compass, make sure that's good. Oh, yeah, we weren't even ready. We were nowhere near ready to roll. Okay. Next thing on our list is the run-up checklist, but I'd like to go ahead and see if we can get a clearance first, just for time.
Southwest 551, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000, Southwest 551. Southwest 581, Charlotte heading 080, vectors ILS 23. Okay, left turn 080, vectors ILS 23, Southwest 581.
Sounds quiet. Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot. We're on the ground at the Lebanon Airport with the numbers, hoping for wings IFR-20, IFR to Adirondack.
Great 033 Foxtrot, Boston Center, good evening. Will you be ready to taxi pretty much right away? If you are, then I think we can get it done. If it's going to be a while, I'm not so sure.
I can do a run-up on the go and be ready to taxi now, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, let's do it then. Wings IFR-20 is approved, cleared to the Saranac Lake Airport via direct Montpelier, then as filed. Maintain 5,000 initially, expect 8,000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4733.
Clear to the Adirondack Airport, direct via the Montpelier VOR, then as filed. Flight 5,000, expect 8,000 after 10. Departures with you and squawk 4733, November 8033 Foxtrot.
033 Foxtrot, read back correct. Devon is ready to taxi, and let's see. Actually, runway if you're choosing, the wind is calm.
We're ready to taxi now. We would go ahead and like runway 25, November 8033 Foxtrot.
033 Foxtrot, runway 25, taxi via Bravo, cross runway 18.
25 via Bravo, cross 18, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Blue 1118, let me know when you get 8 is Victor, and expect the ILS runway 22 left approach. Blue 1118, we have Victor, and we'll expect ILS 22 left. You, United 1278, actually, yeah, United 1278, descend and maintain 15,000, 15,000. 15,000, United 1278.
Park handbrake's going off. Make sure it's gonna go full rich. Alright, 1600 RPM, cross the runway, look left, look right, looking good there. Left mag, there's a drop. Right mag, there's a drop.
United 1278, you can turn back toward Provy whenever you're ready.
Okay.
And descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left.
Alright, run up.
We're turning back to Provy now and send low the Roebuck 3, 22 left, United 1278, thank you.
Run up and mag check, look good.
No Brits are coming. Not sure he's quite British. Was 531, Charlotte heading 050. Left turn 050, Southwest 541. Was 531 to set maintain 2100.
Alright, strobes going on.
2100, Southwest 541.
I really need to check something real quick. Parking brake on for now. Let me just stick my head out here.
Was 531, let's make it heading 040. And negative heading 050. 040. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Southwest 541, left turn 040. No problem.
There we go, that feels better. I'll tell you about what I just did in just a second. Boston Center, November 8, 033, Foxtrot is holding short runway 25, number 1, ready, IFR.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, positive expression direct Montpelier, runway 25 cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, pilot's discretion, Montpelier, November 8, 033, Foxtrot.
Boston Center, good evening, Market 395 with you, 14,000 inbound Hotel Tango Oscar.
Course 000.
Market 395 Boston Center, good evening. Let's see, Providence altimeter 3032. 3032, Market 395.
So, I'm building a new hangar for Felicity here. A new FBO. Well, I had to pull some new cable, new power cable. I had to
Blade
do
25 Boston Center, hello, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
so I did a full power
Boston Center,
disconnect.
number 6689 Charlie, Bangor International.
Shut down for the house and some things I forgot to turn back on. Anyway, that was the
4689
amplifier.
Charlie, Boston Center in Seattle, go ahead.
It's the amplifier for the butt kickers under the seats here. I'd like to be able to feel the flight as well and see it. But here we go, forward power, rudder for center.
Coast 581, turn right heading 140. Right turn 140.
Airspeed's coming up, and let's let it fly. Rotate,
6689 Charlie, Boston Center, go ahead.
positive rate, stay over the runway. And at pilot's discretion, we're direct Montpelier. We're that way. Alright, there's 400 feet, AGL, middle of my right wing, looks clear.
7,000, number
Let's go ahead, make a turn to the right.
Marjet 395, request speed reduction to 250 indicated. 395, speed, your discussion.
Making this turn at standard rate here.
395, cheers. Blade 25, climb and maintain, flight level 260. Climb and maintain, flight level 260, Blade 25.
Boston Center, good evening. Care 160, already copy IFR to Boston.
Right, 032 Fox, let me know when you're passing or when you're level at 5,000.
Wilco, November 033 Foxtrot.
Air 160, Boston Center, good evening. I'm sorry, you said you want IFR to Boston, is that correct?
That is correct, picking up IFR to Boston.
Alright, on request to call you right back. Southwest 551, turn right, heading 250, don't know localizer. Roger, right, turn 250, Southwest 551.
Center, good evening, UPS 705, 3000 climbing.
Yes, 705, Boston Center, hello, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000, UPS 705.
I want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening.
Southwest 551, 7 miles from Cusca, maintain 2,100 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 123 approach.
2,102, established cleared ILS 123, Southwest 551.
4384, heading 350, vectors ILS 15. Heading 350, vectors ILS, Limburg 4384. PS 705, climb and maintain, 400. What is 00, you PS 75?
Boston Center, on board 4650 with you, flight level 330.
On board 4650, Boston Center, good evening.
Eagle Spy was going to do some pattern work. Well, there's nothing wrong with tearing up the pattern.
Air 160 will be a full route clearance.
Sorry,
I think it's going to be 4 waypoints, so know when you're ready to copy.
Yeah.
And Carrier 160, already copy.
Sorry, not sorry.
Air 160 cleared to the Boston Airport via radar vectors to Kennebuck, Echo, November, Echo. Direct P's, Papa, Echo, Alpha, Sierra, Echo. Direct Stevo, Sierra, Tango, Echo, Victor, Oscar. Direct Lawrence, Lima,
Whoa.
Whiskey, Romeo, November, Charlie. Then direct Boston Airport. Maintain 3,000. Expect 8,000, 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 5570.
Alright, Carrier 160, clear to Boston. Radar vectors, Kennebuck, then direct Peace, direct Stevo, direct Lawrence, and to Boston, climbing 3000, 8010 Pacific departure, clock in 5570.
Air 160, reback, correct advise, rate to taxi, make your runway 29er.
Hold the eyes, 160.
Awesome, Eagle 5.
551, wind is... I think I'd be prepared for this. 2105, runway 23, clear to land.
A lot of people are getting...
Runway 23, clear to land, so that's fine.
are pretty upset about the price increase. Hello, how's it going? We did get our clearance and we're en route. So a lot of people are upset about the price increase, but me personally speaking, having flown X-Plane 11 and having paid, what did I pay, $59.99 for it.
Foxtrot, radar contact, 7 miles northwest of Lebanon Airport, stay altitude.
Current altitude 3,900, climbing 5,000.
November 8033 Foxtrot, thank you, climb and maintain 8,000.
Climb, maintain 8,000, November 8033 Foxtrot. So I paid $60 for X-Plane 11, for what it was for X-Plane 11. If I didn't own X-Plane 12 already, if I'm just coming out of X-Plane 11 and wanted to buy X-Plane 12, 12.07, whatever it is, I think is most current. If I was able to demo 12.07 in its current version.
Boston Center, November 6689 Charlie, 5 miles outside Bangor International.
I think it would be worth the price increase.
669 Boston Center, good evening, how can I help you?
Based on what I've flown in X-Plane 11 for $60. But so if you're able to get it for $60 still, by all means do it. But I also feel like it's worth their higher asking price.
PS 705, vectors for your climb, flight heading 350.
350, PS 705.
Limburg 4384, turn right heading 360. 360, Limburg 4384.
Alright, I'm going to lead us out a bit as we're cresting up here towards 5,000.
And Boston Center, Can 160, ready taxi.
160, runway 29er, taxi via Charlie Alpha, cross runway 18.
29 via Charlie Alpha, cross 18, Can 160.
Boston Center, Southwest 2215, 725 left 327 for 270. Southwest 2250, Boston Center, good evening.
When I relocate Felicity here to her new hangar, yeah, I think the next MSFS 2024 is going to be a pretty penny as well. When I relocate Felicity, I'm going to narrow her whole cabin just a bit, about 6 inches or so.
Code 551, welcome to Providence, Tango to the gate. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks. Take us to the gate. See you later. See you next time.
JetBlue 1118, flight heading 330, descend and maintain 2000, vectors ILS 22 left.
330, down to 2000, vectors ILS 22 left, JetBlue 1118.
Amerijet's at 395, request permission to pause for 5 minutes. Approved. Thank you, having a tech problem here, cheers. Roger.
Do people actually pause still? I don't think we can actually
4384,
pause.
descend and maintain 6000. Down to 6000, number 4384. West 2215, clear direct to Roebuck and descend and maintain about level 230. 230, direct to Roebuck, Southwest 2215.
I'm going to set that VOR also up on 392.
And Boston Center, Gear 160, 29, ready for departure.
160, turn left heading 250, runway 29 are cleared for takeoff.
5029, clear for takeoff, Gear 160.
And the next one is Burlington 117.5. So we'll get that on standby.
West 2250, maintain 300 knots or greater for spacing to Boston. 300 or greater on the Eastern Southwest 2215.
Lead us out a little bit more now that we're coming up towards 7,000. Too much. That's good.
Blue 1118, Charlotte heading 250, join the localizer. 250, join localizer, jump Blue 1118. 705, Charlotte heading 280. 280, you pass on the fast. 4384, turn right heading 0, let's do 060. Right 060, number 4384. For 1118, 6 miles from Vocus, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach. Maintain 2000 until established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, triple. 1118, thank you. What's our current speed?
Well, 8 DME from the VOR.
Just maintain 170 knots or greater until Vocus. 170 or greater until Vocus, triple 1118. At a 1278, fighting 330, descend to maintain 3000, vectors ILS 22 left.
Landing 330, descend maintain 3000 for runway 22 left, United 1278.
Yes, 705, direct to Cambridge, Charlie Alpha Mike.
Direct to Cambridge, you pass on the fast.
Heading indicator at compass. We'll check that.
4384, descend to maintain 2200. 2200, number 4384.
Boston Agony, Delta 3321 descending, we are actually at flight level 250. Just crossed the news.
Delta 3321 Boston Center, hello, descend to maintain flight level 230 and maintain 280 knots or less for spacing.
0 knots or less and descend
Alright,
maintain
400 more feet,
230.
so we're at our assigned altitude.
Alright, 5384, I'm gonna take you through the localizer just for like a mile and then turn you back just to get you a little bit lower. Yeah, that's fine, thanks, number 4384. Blue 1118, contact tower 128.8, have a good night. Go ahead, Blue 1118, so. And 1278, Charlotte heading 310.
Charlotte heading 310, United 1278.
Alright.
8033 Foxtrot, Burlington, altimeter 3018.
018, November 8033 Foxtrot.
It's 1278, descend to maintain 2000.
2000, United 1278.
To 3321, direct Roba.
Roba for Delta 3321. We Roba for 3321, sorry about that.
No worries, all good.
Alright, 8,000. Let's level up here.
Merck 4384, turn right heading 180. Right 180, Limburg 4384. At 1278, turn left heading 250, join the localizer.
Turn left heading 250, join the localizer, United 1278.
We're a little bit right of our VOR course.
Merck 4384, turn right heading 200. Or 200, Limburg 4384. United 1278, 5 miles from Vocus, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 2000, full established on the localizer, cleared ILS approach from 22 left, United 1278. 9917 passing through level 320.
917 also good, evening, what are you climbing to?
Level 370.
Yep. Center, merge 395, going to go ahead and declare a fuel pan, but it's nothing to worry about, it's just unable hold, unable go around. At the unable go around part. Unable forced go around. Alright.
Alright.
Deliver 4384 heading 180, actually you know what, just stay on this heading for now, disappeared.
7.3 DME from our VOR, which is a
Control Center, contact tower 128.8, have a good night.
Montpelier.
United 1278, thanks guys.
Now,
Montpelier.
4384, turn left heading 180, join the localizer.
120, join the localizer, 15, number 4384.
And then we're outbound to the Burlington VOR.
Box Center, Care 160, you still want us on this heading or go direct to Kennebunk?
Sorry, Care 160, I just got your radar contact now, say altitude.
We're at 3000 for Care 160.
160, thank you, clear to P's and climb and maintain 8000.
Direct P's and up to 8000, Care 160.
Lever 4384, 2 miles from foes, 2200 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS, running 15 approach. 2200 to establish on ILS 15, Limburg 434, cleared ILS.
Alright, this is gonna sound bad, but I just actually sat through one of my advertisement reels. I'm gonna have to look into if there's a way to change the types of things that are being advertised.
Depot 25 is expecting visual approach running 10 Syracuse. Let me know if you want something different. Expect visual approach runway 10 at Syracuse. That works. Strictly 25. Let's go Limerick 4384. Wind is 20011 running 15 cleared to land. Runway 15 cleared to land. Louisburg 4384.
Jack Link, welcome aboard Felicity. Thank you for the follow. My name is Michael. I'll be your pilot today. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and fasten your seatbelt.
Plus 2215, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 3028. Descend via Roebuck 3, runway 22 left transition.
It's going pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Plus 2215, thank you. Just keep your speed up as long as you can and then publish speeds at Roebuck. We'll keep the speed up as long as possible and then we'll follow publish by Roebuck, number 2215. So 3321, are you descending?
Okay, from the we're descending for the Roebuck, 12,000 at Roebuck.
You told to do that?
Maybe not.
Probably
That lost assigned
not.
altitude.
Assigned would have been 230.
Let's go back to that.
That's 230, that's the one.
Airjet 395, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028. Descend via Roebuck arrival, 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028, Airjet 395.
Directly in front of us, all the way down there, at our 12 o'clock, is
2107. I'm
Edward
having some
Knapp
problems with
State.
my MCDU right now.
Kilo Mike Papa Victor. Jack Link, appreciate that. Yep, X-Plane is my go-to.
You can just factor me away from traffic for the time being, that'd be great. We'll get this figured out. Delta 2107, Boston Center for now. Radar contact, what is your altitude?
Nothing against MSFS, it just doesn't support multi-display like
Altitude's
I
gonna
need
be
it to.
3,000 and climbing. 2107, climb and maintain 14,000 and trim left heading 090. 14,000 heading 090, Delta 2107.
Direct to 314.
Boeing 4650, D, descent via the J Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028.
Descend via the J from 2 arrival for 22 left. We have whiskey on board, envoy 4650.
Thank you. Airjet 395, 8 is whiskey is current. Expect the ILS runway 22 left approach. Expect ILS 22 left, and we low whiskey at Airjet 395, cheers.
What plane did you get for
160
it?
direct Lawrence. Direct Lawrence, 160.
Hasso Basso, welcome
Direct
aboard.
4384, welcome to Burlington, right turn Bravo. Right turn Bravo, Limburg 4384.
My name is Michael, I'll be your pilot today.
Let me know when you have 8 is whiskey, expect the ILS runway 22 left approach. We'll expect ILS 22 left approach and we'll grab whiskey, Southwest 215.
Boston Center, hello, Delta 1224 is cruising at flight level 370.
737 MAX, that's a big
1224
plane.
Boston Center, hello, squawk 0616.
So Jack Link, do you do any streaming?
0616, I got my stuff figured out, requesting direct connectivity, can we then proceed as filed?
Are you a streamer at all?
1224, thanks, I got your read back, and let's see here. Delta 2107, let's see what departure are you on, Pat, just turn right heading 270 for me. Turning right, 270, Delta 2107. Kool-Aid 25, descend at pause discretion, maintain 1000, Syracuse altimeter 3017.
Rear wheel pilot, there's more watching on Twitch, nothing wrong with that. Again, my name is Michael, pleasure to have you aboard.
Center, Southwest 215.
Also rear wheel pilot.
West 2215, thank you. Delta 1224, radar contact 140 miles west of Ponset, maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, Delta 1224.
The 2107, when able, direct PATS.
55 beats,
When able, direct
nice.
PATS, Delta 2107. The 3321, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 3028.
Let's double check our heading indicator of the compass, that looks good.
22 right for the runway, and we have whiskey on board as well for 32 thank you. Sorry for the hiccup, by the way.
Thank you for whiskey, and 22 left.
That's right, the 22 left, I just flipped, yep, for 32 sorry about that.
Okay, JetBlue 541, leaving my airspace, Cleveland is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good night. 541, thanks for your time, take care. The 2107, climb and maintain, flight level 340.
So we're not going to have to do the procedure turn based on our entry here. So if we look at our initial approach fix of Kimmy, see how that no PT, no procedure turn. So it needs to be 5,500 feet there. So for 5,500 feet there, we're at 8,000 feet. So we would need to lose 2,500 feet to get from our current assigned altitude of 8,000 down to the initial approach fix altitude of 5,500. So if we figure we want to descend, let's just say 500 feet per minute to make math easier. So that would be 5 minutes out that we would initiate our descent. That would be our top of descent. But okay, yeah. But where we start that at is going to depend on our airspeed.
Delta 3321, thank you for whiskey earlier. Expect the ILS runway 22 left approach.
What's that 22 left for 36 miles?
So let's just say I want to, let's just say 100 miles per hour for descent.
Center American at 395, I request 220 knots for the remainder of the arrival.
395, that's approved.
220 knots, thanks, 395.
So probably when I'm about 10 nautical miles out from Kimmy is when I want to make my start my descent. It's kind of what I'm thinking in my head right now, without doing any exact calculations.
You're 160 descent, maintain 6,000, Boston altimeter 3028.
Down to 6,3028 in the box for Gear 160. Boston Center American 1873, Focal 230, about 5 southeast, southwest of Kennedy.
Canadian 1873, Boston, hello, squawk 4047.
Alright, squawk 4047, American 1873.
What kind of plane are you in the market for there?
Boston Center American 1874, view flight level 330.
Canadian 1874, Boston Center, hello, squawk 6263.
6263 in the box, American 1874.
Canadian 1873, radar contact over Kennedy, maintain flight level 230, and for spacing to Boston, maintain 280 knots or less.
Now WDC?
I will maintain 280 knots or less. I promise the names are complete coincidence. American 1873.
No worries. Canadian 1874, radar contact 5 miles northeast of Kennedy, descend and maintain flight level 250, and clear direct to Roebuck.
250 direct to Roebuck, American 1874.
That is a hard to find plane. Alright, situational awareness a little bit. We're about 100 feet below our assigned altitude.
168 is Whiskey's current expecting ILS running 22 left approach.
We have Whiskey and we'll expect ILS 22 left, Gear 160.
American 1873, clear direct Roebuck.
To Roebuck, American 1873.
We
1874, descend and maintain flight level 230.
230, American 1874.
Well, we do have the autopilot and the navigator. We're going to do our best to apply this whole rating by hand this time. Because we can still kind of see. We had to rely on the autopilot for our IFR-19 rating because we hit some pretty bad IMC. And just for safety, you know, we use the autopilot. Which
1874, maintain 300 knots or greater for spacing to Boston.
300 knots or greater for American 1874.
real life flying is going pretty good. I'm staying current.
Boston Center, good evening, Air Canada 7238 Heavy with the flight level 350.
Let me rephrase
Yeah,
that.
7238 Heavy, Boston Center, good evening.
I am staying daytime current. I'm out of nighttime currency for passengers, but I am keeping daytime currency. I have taken some of the last several evenings and transposed all of my paper logbook entries over to 4th flight. So now I kind of have a backup on 4th flight. So the paper will be my first copy, and I'll back everything up on 4th flight. But it's really cool because 4th flight, you know, goes through and does all of this. And it looks like I actually lost my 4th flight overlay on the stream from what I can see. but for flight, the logbook on it, you're going to kind of see how many hours you have in each aircraft and things like that. It really kind of breaks it down really neat.
You're 160, turn left heading 160, vectors for the ILS 22 left. Left 160, KR 160.
Oh, Cross Hyper coming in with a raid. Wow, we're getting a raid, everyone. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much. I appreciate that raid. How was your stream? I hope your stream went well. What were you doing this evening? I know you do a lot of VATSIM instructing with VATSIM 101. So for those that don't follow Cross Hyper, please go check out his channel. Give him a follow. Sorry that my Twitch mobile is acting very funny right now. I'm trying to deal with the chat situation. But Raiders, seriously, thank you. Welcome on in. My name is Michael. I am your pilot this evening and most every other evening. Hello. We are currently on the Wings IFR-20 rating through Boston Virtual ARTCC. And yeah, I think we're just almost about halfway through the route. We are flying our Cessna 172 Foxtrot model.
160, looks like heading 190. 190, KR 160. American 1873, if you want to go faster, you can, just no more than 300 knots, so 300 knots or less. Alright, 300 less, we'll go 290 American 1873. You're 160, descend to maintain 4,000.
So that's awesome.
4,000, KR 160.
We're just coming in from Cross Hyper. If you're new here to the channel, again, my name is Michael. I'm a rear world private pilot, recent rear world private pilot. And this is Felicity, a flight training device that I built here at home. I would love to fly with you again, so please feel free to follow our channel if you're not doing so already. I had the pleasure of meeting Cross down there at the Flight Sim Expo 2023 down in Houston, Texas. Dane Flats, I do not fly airliners in here. It just doesn't fit well.
2025 might want to increase the rate of descent there. It's going to go on. You're almost over the airport at 25.
Things just don't fit well.
Yeah,
this is a GA, General Aviation Trainer. I have, flown airliners and X-plane before.
Heading 330, and I would increase your rate of descent as much as you safely can.
But not necessarily with this setup.
330, JetBlue 25.
Mad King, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard, Felicity. My name's Michael. Look forward to flying with you again. We are halfway through our Boston Virtual Wings IFR rating, flying from Lebanon to Adirondack.
So 1224, descend via the J-Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028.
Currently tracking the Burlington via
J-Fund 2 arrival, and the altimeter is 3028, Delta 1224.
Flying along at 8,000 feet.
Looks like runway 22 left.
160 from this heading, join the localizer. From this heading, join localizer, KR 160. American 1874, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028. Descend via the Roebuck 3, ILS 22 left for American 1874. 1874, thank you. Keep your speed up as long as you can, and then publish speeds at Roebuck. Speeds at Roebuck for American 1874.
Alright, how are we looking? Oil pressure looks good, suction looks good, we got good fuel flow. I think
Boy 4658 is whiskey is current. Expect the ILS runway 22 left approach.
our ground speed right now,
22 left approach, and the only whiskey we have on board is the information up here on Boy 4650.
ground speed is 85
That's
knots.
unfortunate, but I'm not a whiskey fan.
We're indicating 98. So we do have that headwind fighting against us still, and consistently.
Covered in someday.
But we're 14.7 DME from the Burlington VOR, and we're going to make another
Air
slight
162
course
miles
change.
from, oh, no, totally. Miles from Noli, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach, and what's our current speed?
Cleared ILS 22 left approach. Now we're showing about 135 indicated.
Can you do 150? Is that possible?
I can do that for Gear 160.
Gear 160, maintain 150 knots or greater until Vocus.
50 or greater to Vocus, Gear 160.
Los Angeles Delta 133, or 113 Heavy 360, about 60 to the north of Baker VOR. 113 Boston, hello, squawk 5501. 5501, Delta 113.
Man, that headwind is awful.
Pitch at 395, flight heading 330, and descend to maintain at 3,000 vectors for the approach.
We're 80 knots along the ground right now.
Heading 330, descend to maintain 3,000 vectors for the approach, Amerijet 395. Looking 18 to 73, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter is 3028.
But anyway, like I was saying about the autopilot, I'm going to try my best to hand fly the whole rating. I've used the autopilot
American
before.
1873, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3028.
I don't mind using it,
Roebuck 3 for 2 left and 3028 for American 1873.
but I challenge
2825, turn left heading 280. Left heading 280, JetBlue 25.
I challenge myself to hand fly as
705,
much as
descend to maintain
possible.
audible 320. 320, you pass 705. Air 160, wind 230 at 8, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
22 left, clear to land, Gear 160.
Northwest 2215, maintain 210 knots. 210 on the speed, Southwest 2215.
There is a way to
Blade 25, descend to maintain 5,000.
figure that out.
5,000, yeah, Blade 25.
Vertical navigation.
Amerijet 395, request visual side step to whatever the runway that the Cape is not landing on.
Target altitude 5,500 feet.
Sorry? The Cape, is he landing on 22 left? Indeed.
Target position.
We're catching up on him at quite a rate, so just request a visual side step to 22 right if necessary. Nope, 22 right. You cannot land 22 right in a jet, I'll do my job and you'll have plenty of space. Sounds good?
Gear 160, we're showing 170 indicated. We can do about 180 if that helps at all.
I think I've got a
Enough,
program in
it's just
there.
fine.
Target altitude
Blade 25,
5,500
so
feet.
heading 180.
Oh, we need
Repeat that for JetBlue 25.
a location.
Left 180. Left 180, JetBlue 25. West 2215, heading 330, descend to maintain at 3,000, vectors ILS 22 left.
3,330, Southwest 2215.
At 705, contact Toronto Center, 125.77. Have a good night.
2577, UPS 75, sir.
Amerijet 395, Charles heading 250, join the localizer.
Now let's see if it's in
250, join the
there.
localizer, Amerijet 395.
I'll have to figure that out.
Jet 395, 2 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
3000 until established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, Amerijet 395.
160, plan the right turn off onto Charlie if you can. West 2215, maintain 190 knots.
190 on speed, Southwest 2215.
So 321, maintain 210 knots.
210, Pacific on.
1873 is Whiskey is current, expect the ILS runway 22 left approach.
Yeah, we got lots of whiskey on board, and we'll expect the ILS 22 left approach from American 1873.
Sounds good. Delta 2107, New York Center is closed. The Unicom from here. Have a good night.
Unicom from here. See ya. Amerijet 395, localizer established. Roger.
So 3321 fighting 3, actually, never mind, disregard, just on the arrival.
Maybe we'll figure out the 1021.
Whoa.
Triple 825, descend to maintain 4000.
Descend to maintain 4000, Triple 825.
Jet 395, wind 2308, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 2 left, Amerijet 395, and may I just say, sir, excellent control. So,
Appreciate it, thank you very much. Southwest 2215, Charles heading 250, join the localizer.
250, join localizer, Southwest 2215.
Delta 3321, fighting 330, descend to maintain 3000, vectors ILS 22 left.
30, descend maintain 2000, we'll expect the vectors for 22 left at 31.
So verify 3000.
3000 for 31.
West 2215, 3 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 3000 until established, clear ILS 22 left approach, Southwest 2215.
Envoy 4650, maintain 190 knots, and maintain 6000 for now.
190 and maintain 6,000 on way 4650.
West 2215, maintain 190 knots for now.
Maintain 190 for now, Southwest 2215.
Blade 25, turn left heading 130, advise when you get the airport in sight.
Left heading 130, will advise, Blade 25.
160, welcome to Boston, Charlie, cross running 22 right, and straight into the gate. Have a good night. Air 160, cross 22 right, Charlie, straight into the gate. Have a good night.
we have absolutely no visibility
2215, maintain 170 knots until Vocus.
170 told Vocus, that was 2215.
4650, descend to maintain 3000.
Descend to maintain 3000 on avoid 4650.
So 3321, descend to maintain 2000.
So maintain 2000 for 30 years old.
325, descend to maintain 3000.
Maintain 3000, JetBlue 25. Boston Control, November 1617 Tango.
Bye.
Link short runway 22 right for ready for departure.
1617 Tango, you need to get a clearance, you need to get taxi instructions. Go back to the ramp and let's start over again.
Report and say JetBlue 25.
25 clear, visual approach running 10.
Visual approach on 10, JetBlue 25.
So 3321, channel heading 310.
310 for Delta 6 on.
West 2215, wind 230 at 8, runway 22 left clear to land.
22 left clear away, it's almost 2215.
113, sorry for the delay. Your radar contact about 60 miles northeast of AJ. Descend via the Ocean 5 arrival. Runway 22 left. Leave Boston altimeter 3028.
Man, this is yucky.
Blade 25, contact Syracuse Tower 120.3. Have a good night.
Tower 120.3. Good night, JetBlue 25.
Boy 4650, turn right heading 130.
Turn right 130 on board 4650.
Jet 395, welcome to Boston. Right turn here and then left turn onto Mike.
Right turn and then left on the bike, Amerijet 395.
113, you there?
That was Delta 113, I can hear us now.
No, 113, I got you now. Descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left, V Boston altimeter 3028.
Alright, send me the 522 left, Delta 113, away. Center Amerijet 395, right turn onto Mike, correct?
Outside
Turn Mike and then
temperature
right
is
Bravo.
7 degrees Celsius.
Right turn.
We've got visible
That's onto Mike,
moisture.
right onto Bravo.
Let's be vigilant about any sort of icing or car
Sorry,
feet
sir, both
requirement.
times the first command was garbled, so take it, please.
So 3321, south heading 250, join the localizer.
Heading indicator compass still looks
Delta
good.
3321, south heading 250, join the localizer.
250 for localizer for the dollar.
4650, turn right heading 190, join the localizer.
90 to the localizer on board 4650.
Jet 395, left Mike, right Bravo.
Left Mike, right Bravo, Amerijet 395, thanks for clarifying.
Problem. Boy 4650, maintain 170 knots.
Under 170 on board 4650.
So 3321, 5 miles from Vocus, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
We'll maintain 2000 until established, cleared for the ILS, 22 left approach for Delta 30 knots.
So 3321, thank you, maintain 170 knots or greater until Vocus.
170 or greater for 30 knots.
Boy 4650, 5 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Clear for ILS and we'll stay 3000 for Wayne on board 4650, 22 left.
Boy 4650, thank you, and 170 knots until Vocus.
170 until Vocus on board 4650.
Jet 395, are you going to the North Cargo ramp or somewhere different tonight?
North Cargo, Amerijet 395.
Oh, Commander 395, take Bravo, almost all the way around, and then Lima to the ramp. Have a good night.
Bravo Lima to North Cargo, Amerijet 395, and thanks very much again for your patience here.
Problem.
This cloud is not good.
3321, wind 230 at 8, runway 22 left, cleared to left.
Runway 22 left for 30 knots.
West 2215, welcome to Boston, right turn Charlie, hold short, runway 22 right.
Right Charlie, hold short 22 right, almost 2215.
Boston Center, November 8033, Foxtrot request.
Roger, go ahead.
We need to engage our pilot and step out for about 3 minutes.
Approved.
Roger, thank you. Alright, I do need to step out for just about 2 or 3 minutes.
Void 4650, your number 2 falling A.
I hope the navigator can hold on to the plane.
Actually, I don't know, I'm clear on the aircraft field for some reason. Envoy 4650, number 2 falling an unknown Delta aircraft on a 4-mile final, wind 230 at 8, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, we're following a random plane for runway 4650, clear to land 22 left, thank you.
West 2215, cross running 22 right at Charlie, straight into the gate, have a good night. Cross 22 right at Charlie, Charlie straight into the ramp, for Southwest 15. Thanks for ATC, Roy Cooper, see ya. Air Canada 7238 to switch over to you like yes, good catch. Air Canada 7238, have a good flight. Thanks, sir.
Doesn't look like conditions have improved much, have they?
And request runway 4650. Can you just keep an eye on my transponder? I'm trying to see if there's a bug where my transponder turns off after landing in Boston.
Sure, no problem.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Boston Center, November 803 Foxtrot is back 8,000 feet.
803 Foxtrot, thank you. Let me know when you get the weather at Saranac Lake and when able, say approach request.
Talk to you in a couple minutes, 8033 Foxtrot.
The 1224 might be a little bit off course on the arrival. Flight heading 120 and decide to maintain 6,000. I'll just vector you from here.
Alright, weather at our airport.
120 down to 6,000.
Winds are 210, visibility's 10.
Delta 3321, welcome to Boston. Taxi to the gate via Echo and cross runway 22 right. Have a good night.
Clear a broken layer at 3,200. Broken layer at 3,900. Broken layer at 10,000. These are all AGL. So figure field elevation almost 1,700 feet. So we're 4,900. 5,700. And then
American 18 at 74, flight heading 330, descend to maintain 2,000, vectors ILS 22 left.
no,
Thank you, sir, descend to maintain 2,000, American 1874.
and we would like the RNAV GPS 23. RNAV runway 23 approach. Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot. We have the numbers at Saranac Lake and we would like the RNAV runway 23 approach.
Alright, the other day Foxtrot sounds good. Where do you want to start it?
We'd like to start that at Kimmy, November 803 Foxtrot.
Ready, 030 Foxtrot, cross Kimmy at or above 6,000, cleared RNAV runway 23 approach.
Cross Kimmy at or above 6,000, cleared RNAV runway 23 approach, November 803 Foxtrot.
American 1874, Charlotte heading 310. 310, American 1874. Lost Center, American 1873. Of course, we had a sim crash, but we're back, just about to pass over Korean on the Roebuck. 1873, no problem, squawk 4047. We're squawking 4047, American 1873.
Center, Envoy 4650 clear, 22 left of Charlie.
Envoy 4650, thanks, welcome to Austin. Looks like Papa, but no problem. Taxi to the Gavia Echo and cross runway 23 right, have a good night.
Oh, yeah, we are indeed on Papa. We'll go to Echo to the Gate. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Don't know about Envoy 4650.
You can get so far. To 1224, descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3,000, Delta 1224.
Can 1874, Charlotte heading 250, join the localizer.
50, join the localizer, American 1874.
The 1224, Charlotte heading 040.
Left 040, Delta 1224.
Alright, so we're about 12.5 miles out from Kimmy right now, which is our initial approach fix.
American 1874, 30 miles from Vocus, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 22 approach, American 1874.
Boston Center, Delta 2625 at flight level 310. Just crossed the JFK board for Boston. The 2625 Boston, hello, squawk 3724. Squawk 3724, Delta 2625.
Are we ever gonna get out of this rain cloud?
1874, wind 230
Wow.
at 8, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, American 1874.
Been in this rain cloud long enough, I think.
The 2625, radar contact, cleared direct Roebuck and descend to maintain, flight level 230. Clear to direct Roebuck. Descend to 230 Delta 2625. Call 24, turn right heading 130.
Great.
Right, 130,
Less than 10 miles out.
1224.
Okay, looks good there.
Up to 113.8 is Whiskey is current. Expect the ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Expect the ILS 22 left, grab Whiskey, Delta 113.9.
Number 4650, transpond's been working the whole time, so looks like it's good.
Appreciate it. Thank you for keeping an eye on for 4650.
American 18 is 783. Try recycling a transponder, just re-enter it, 4047. It's still showing a 2000 code, I think, just from the disconnect.
Yeah, just recycled it. Let me know if it's still not working. American 1873.
Yeah, being in the clouds is what IFR is all about. I will
You're good now,
agree.
thanks.
Hello, Boston Center, Spitbird 122.
Right, for our descent.
What's the push through?
For our descent down to
Fine, 1
6,000.
second.
Carpeet's going on. Mixture is going rich. Fuel is on full
Okay, so
still.
122, Heavy Boston Center, push back onto taxiway Alpha, approved, advised, ready to taxi.
Back to Alpha, we'll advise on our taxi 122.
The 1224, turn right heading 190, join the localizer.
Right now, 190, join the localizer, double 1224.
Range 033 Foxtrot, report IFR cancellation in the air or on the ground. This frequency changed to advisory, frequency approved.
We will head over to Unicom and we'll report cancellation with you. We'll talk to you soon. November 033 Foxtrot.
The 1224, 4 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 3000 till Wayne, or established.
Alright, so no procedure, turn, crossing, Kimmy, at or above 6,000, we're clear for the approach, at or above 5,000 at John, Jonnn, and then coming in, at or above 5,500, not 5,000 at John, 5,500. And then coming in, we've got 3,800 at Ricky, 2760, then minimums. We're told to cross at or above 6,000, cross Kimmy. We're almost there. We're on Unicom, yep, 122.8. Our bead's going off, power's going back in now that we're at our cruise altitude of 6,000. 2.5 miles out from Kimmy, the initial approach fix. Again, we do not have to do procedure turn for this approach. We see here we have a no PT, that's no procedure turn.
Kilo, Papa, Lima, Bravo, airport information, Hotel 0155, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility 10.
At least I can see a little bit of where we're at. Not gonna lie, these mountains look kind of sketchy. But with this approach, you should be good. Ground speed right now is only 72 knots. We're indicating 100 miles per hour, right around 85 knots. Heading 303. Upgrades going on for our next descent down to John. Juliet, Oscar, November, at or above 5,500 feet. And that's the funneled in initial fix. Where kind of all the initial approach fixes just kind of funnel in and meet there. Yep, that's that, John. And we still have 5 miles before we get to John, at least 5 miles. So we may not have needed to descend so soon or as quickly, but we could have saved our descent. No procedure turn for arrival at John on T300 southbound. Must be a kangaroo. Alright, we're 5.7 miles out from John. I really wish I knew why my reflector app stopped working sometimes. That's what I use to overlay my foreflight on the thing so you guys can see it. It looks like it's... Yeah, it looks like it's not working well. I'm hoping that once I move everything over to the new hangar, since I'm building it myself, it's all built to suit, and all the computers are going to have their own dedicated connection to the switch. So there's not going to be a switch in between the switch. So I'm hoping that might stop some of the dropouts that I experience as well. Miles out. What's this? What is this? It's a bluish sky? And whitish clouds? Huh. Alright, carpeet's going back off for now. Looks like we're about 1.5 miles out. I do not have the airport environment in sight yet. Left turn heading 228 now. Saranac Lake traffic, November 803 Foxtrot is 15 miles out on the RNAV approach, runway 23, Saranac Lake. Alright, give me back my plane. Do I have positive control? Yep, positive control. Alright, my aircraft. We're just gonna fly the RNAV needles right here. We don't have auto throttle, so we do need to manage our descent appropriately. Heartbeat's gonna come on for a descent here. Mixture's rich. Saranac Lake traffic, November 8032 Foxtrot is now 10 miles out on the RNAV runway 23 approach Saranac Lake. Heading indicated compass just a bit there. Try and get ourselves a nice stabilized approach here with a pitch for airspeed and power for altitude. It's sort of like a 80, sort of 90 at entering and then 80 sort of on a 45 downwind, 70 miles per hour and 60 on final, sort of my mantra. 60-65 miles per hour on final. We're doing 90 miles per hour now, but we're still quite a ways away. We're a little bit right and a little bit low of our glide slope, so let's arrest our descent here. Wait for the needle to come back down. A little bit more power. Alright, we're now to the left of where we need to be. Still a bit low. Put some more power in, stop that descent, and wait for that needle to stabilize, and we'll pull some power back out. Okay, it's coming back down there. There we are. We're back on our glide slope. Let's pull some power back out. How are we doing now? not going down enough. So let's pull some more power out. And now let's just drive it like a car onto the center line. And we're doing this based on the fact that we can actually see the runway, we can see the center line. If not, we'd be trying to extract these needles. But at this close, there's a phenomenon that can occur known as PIO, that's pilot-induced oscillations. In which case, you know, these needles move so quick as you're getting closer to them, you tend to overcorrect in trying to correct for it, and then by overcorrecting, you are re-overcorrecting to correct for the overcorrection. Saranac Lake traffic, November 033 Foxtrot on final approach, RNAV runway 23, Saranac Lake. Tell you what, we're in the wide arc, let's go ahead and have 10 degrees of flaps, 1000, 1000. I actually timed the length of time it takes the flaps on my 172 Foxtrot to run the full length. So that's how I modeled this plane. So it takes 6 seconds to run from 0 degrees to full flaps, 40 degrees. And that's what this 172 Foxtrot is as well, 6 seconds. So I know that about 2 seconds of holding my flap switch down gives me about 10 degrees of flaps. Saranac Lake traffic, November 033 Foxtrot, final approach 23, full stop, Saranac Lake. Alright, runway is made. Lots of trees in this approach. 1000, 1000. Alright, fuel is on both, gear is fixed and welded, mixture is full rich, seat belts and switches are good to go, power setting looks good. A little more power, a little more. Keep that nose pointed just down slightly, look all the way down to the end of the runway. Go all the way down, all the way down. Let's transition. Just try not to land our plane. Try not to land our plane. We'll just set it down onto the ground. Alright, here we are. Alright, where can we go here? Let's go to the right. Saranac Lake traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is clear runway 23, Saranac Lake. Alright, Boston Center sounds clear. Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot is on the ground at Saranac Lake. Please go ahead and cancel my IFR flight plan.
Number 8033 Fox from Boston Center, after cancellation is received. Good job with IFR number 20.
Cancellation received, and thank you. November 8033 Foxtrot, good evening. Alright, sounds good. Let's taxi back here. And we will see, find some place where we at here. Okay, we're gonna go down to Alpha, make this left onto Delta, cross over that runway there. Saranac Lake traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is taxiing to the ramp via Alpha Delta cross runway 27, Saranac Lake. Alright, let's head back here. We'll park, shut down, head back to the hangar, say goodnight. Alright, so it's gonna curve to the right just a bit, and then it's gonna cross over. Alright, runway 27 press hold, clear, final looks clear, runway 09er looks clear, Saranac Lake traffic, November 33 Foxtrot, crossing 27 Saranac. Alright, got a couple of big boys parked over here, let's just kinda weasel our way up over here. Kind of out of the way just a little bit. Okay, here we are. What do we got now after landing? Flap's gonna go up. Carpete's gonna go off. Strobe's off. Landing light's gonna go off. Taxi light off. Let's get our nav lights off. All of our lights except our beacon. Avionics gonna go off. G5s are gonna go down. While we turn avionics off, let's go ahead and disconnect from the VATSIM network. Okay, and then mixture's gonna go lean. Max off. Master beacon. Parking brake on. Okay. Here are those gyros winding down. Alright, let's head back to the hangar and chit chat for a minute and say goodnight.
Alright, everyone. Well, thank you for coming in and hanging out this evening as we attempted and achieved Wings IFR-20 on the Boston Virtual ARTCC network. It was nice of Boston Center to kind of stay and hang out and accommodate that for us this evening. Real quick, I do need to give out a couple of thank yous this evening. Thank you to Jacqueline, came in with a new follow, and then to Hasso Basso 89, who came in with a new follow to the channel, and then Mad Kings UCW came in with a new follow this evening. So thank you for those new follows. I do greatly appreciate it. Let me see. I had a hard time with the chat. Some sort of thing going on with my mobile device. So let me catch up on the chat real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I know that, let me just run through this real quick. And a lot to catch up on. WestJet1450 came in, said hello. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I was so surprised to see the amount of snow that you all have already up there. And Dreamdid, always a pleasure. I hope you're doing well out there in your sunny state of California. Eagle Spy 009, thank you for coming in and hanging out and chit-chatting for a bit this evening and putting my mind at ease regarding Twitch and the problems I'm having with the chat. M. Stein with the resubscription to the channel. Sorry I missed that one, but thank you so much. Your continued support means a lot. I do greatly appreciate it. And Wintech came in, said hello. Always a pleasure. Hope you're doing well. Asher16, ground controller through Boston Virtual ARTCC, came in for and boarded Felicity for a bit. Always a pleasure. Cross Hyperu came in with that excellent raid this evening while we were flying, so I do greatly appreciate that. And the raiders that stuck around, I do appreciate you as well. Cal WDC came in and stuck around for a bit. If I did miss anybody, I do apologize. It was extremely difficult to try and catch anything in the chat today because of this Twitch mobile malfunction that seems to be going on. But it does seem like we were able to accomplish our Wings IFR-20 rating this evening. Let's see here. Looks like it was updated already. Okay, yep. That looks good there. So, all set to go. Once again, I do appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out. Let's see who we can continue our evening enjoyment with. Who's flying? Who's flying? I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be going or how much longer they have, so I do have to apologize in advance. Smitty Poppy, you make a very good point. They volunteered to do this, and sometimes it's very hard to get coverage to do that. So, very good point there. But let's try and raid Slant Alpha Adventures this evening. I don't know how much longer he's going. It is almost midnight on his time. But let's go say hi at least. If you cannot stay for his stream, please at least stay for the raid. Excellent host. Please give his channel a follow if you don't do so already. Geared mostly towards the old school radio navigation Slant Alpha type equipment. So let's go and say hi to my friend Slant Alpha Adventures until our next unscheduled flight, which may not be for a little while. You all take care and stay safe. My name is Michael. It was my pleasure flying with you, and we will see you next time. Have a great evening.